You have just tuned into Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John, the artist formerly known as a television host. That's right. I'm here tonight with some really good friends of mine in virtual studio. Let's first start with the man who has a million nicknames. Now, last week he was no, wait. Let's go back to the very beginning. First, he was the Godfather of Orlando comedy. Then he was Thanos for a while. Then he was Baby Idris Elba. Then he was the South Got Something to Say. Then he was Cuter Than James. Then he was fine. What was the other?
Final UNC Final Four, baby.
UNC Final Four. But this week he got a new one. It is birthday week. Ken Miller in the house. Ken, what's going on, man?
Bro, I'm about to be 47. What's crazy about that? I swear, yo, we was just doing New Year's last week.
We were.
I swear to God, we were just celebrating New Year's. Dog, it's April.
It's April.
It's already, we already 1/4 through it, and I ain't even good with math. I might be wrong, but I think we about 1/4 through this. I could be wrong because math ain't my strong point.
Right, you ain't strong with it.
Oh my goodness, man! But it was a great weekend, bro. Carolina won. Dr. Phillips was great. It was just a good ass weekend, bro.
All right, man. I'm coming right back to you because I want to talk about that, man. Shout out to Pat McGann again for coming on and hanging with us. But that other gentleman, the man who helped start all of this 7 years ago, and that's right, I said 7 years ago, right here on Real Radio, man. I'm talking about Miguel Colon Jr. You say the Jr. because he know who his daddy is. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Hey, the only time moves slow is when you waiting on test results. Yeah. That's when you like, hey, I need to know what's up, man. What's up with that thing on my jungular region? They're like, we'll get you the results in 2 days. 7 weeks later, it's only been a day.
Yo, hey, test results, time in prison, and the last 4 hours after lunch when you ready to go home.
Oh yeah.
After you ate and you full.
You like,
don't get me started.
They dragging, bro.
Yes. I can't wait to
drag on. Hey, side note, man, I'm looking at myself in this camera here. I wonder if I have like undiagnosed scoliosis because one shoulder of mine just lean. Like I got that shoulder lean. And I know when I put on a book bag, it always falls off. But now I'm looking at the pattern. Look at the pattern on my shirt.
Yeah.
This side, you see more. And this side, you see less.
Yeah,
I think when they took me in that closet and had the gym teacher touch my back, I think he was just molesting me.
Oh wow.
He wasn't really checking to see if I had scoliosis.
Oh my god.
Dude, scoliosis check. I still don't understand how that was a legal thing. James, you have probably some of the youngest kids. Do they still do scoliosis checks?
I can't remember. Like we used to do it in school, like you said.
I don't even remember ever doing it.
I did it.
We did it. Yeah.
In the South, we did it, man.
It must have been a Florida thing because
it's all over. Because I lived all over. This is how they used to do it. You were just project kids, so they were just like, "What does it matter?" You know, it's probably just malnutrition.
He gonna fight back.
Yeah.
This
is how they did the scoliosis check. They literally would just one day randomly pop in class. They were like, "Hey, man, all the dudes, PE teachers are going to take you in the closet and check your back. All the girls is going to be the lunch lady / nurse." Because I don't believe back in the day there was a lunch lady and nurse. It was like, Big Mama Lisa, she can hook up some Fiestada pizzas and she knows how to cure everything. She's like, "Oh, child, you pregnant? That's a boy." You're like, we're in the 4th grade, lady. She pregnant
and you carrying that high. Them twins.
That's a boy. Yeah. He is a boy. You know, like you just old. They would take you to the closet. Literally, they take you to the closet. Chime in, listeners, if you remember this. And then they'd be like, "Hey, take your shirt off. Yo, bird chest, little. Nah, you good. You good.
You
got
good."
Be like, "Hey, look at you." They would flop on my boobs. Look at you. Do a sit-up. Eat an apple. Eat a granola bar, you fatty. And then they would just be like, stand straight. Let me look at your shirt. And I'm like, how are you, PE teacher Evans, how are you qualified for this? He's like, how am I qualified for this? Because they ran my background check and I ain't never been caught for molesting kids. So they were like, let him go in the closet. That's why, that's why Janitor Bud ain't allowed to be here. You know? Janitor Bud, that's why he freaks out when one of y'all walk in the bathroom. He's like, no, they gonna send me back. That's why Janitor Bud put those marks on the floor so he knows when he's 65 feet away from any of y'all.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
He knows. It was weird. Like it was weird that like the school nurse, is she or he really a nurse? Does anybody know?
Back in the day, yes, but according to Devin, our good friend Devin, who helped start Real Labs, he's a teacher. The school nurse can't do anything anymore. Only thing she can do is give you the medicine that your doctor prescribed that you brought to school. They're not allowed to give out anything anymore. Yeah.
She's just a lot. You know what the old school nurse was? She was a combat medic. She gave me morphine once.
Bruh,
she had me down. She had me down. Hey, it was field day. I got injured. She wrote a 1 on my forehead in my own blood, so they knew how many morphine syringes I had. She bandaged me up. I was all shaking. She said, "Look at me. You going home, okay? You going home? Look at me. Keep them warm. They put me in the chopper." Hey, the school nurse back in the day, she was a real one, man. She did amputations.
Hey, the thing was, the bump on his head was so crazy. He thought it was a chopper. He was on the merry-go-round.
Just going around and around. No, I was just on the special bus with a kid who stuttered. And so I thought I was on the chopper. He was like, I was like, this shit was taking me home.
Yeah, they got no power nowadays, man. Devin was
so the school nurse can't do anything anymore here. Nope. She just can't. Mm-mm. I remember one time I went to school and it was a dude who was the school nurse, and I was like, oh, we got a doctor.
Yeah, there you go.
I was like, all right, Blair. Well, I got a couple hairs on my pee-pee. They're growing in. I want you to take a look at them.
Look at him. Just want you to see
he was like, what do you think's wrong with him? Yeah. I was like, no, I want you to see. Check it out. I'm a man now. Give me a Newport.
Give me a Newport.
Literally, school nurses in the 80s were like, yeah, we're going to have to rub some dirt on that. Tell them to walk it off.
Bro, because Ken, when your kids, like, you still got some young ones. When they get sick at school, what do?
They call me to come pick them up.
And that's it, right?
They don't give them as far as I know. They like, come get them.
Come get them. They don't want them there. You can't spread it anymore. They're like, nah, come get them.
The old
they don't even question you either. It's not like, well, what's wrong with them? What this is like, hey, your kid don't feel good. Come get him.
Come get him.
Yeah, our old school nurse used to deny you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, I'm not lying. I feel like my appendix erupted and I'm spitting up bile. And she's like, oh, I get it. Friday morning and you sick. And I'm like spitting green stuff up. I'm like, lady, I don't feel right. Look how there's no color in my skin. Oh, this one don't want to go to PE and run that mile.
We got a runner. We got a runner.
Look at my underwear. I'm peeing blood. Oh, the old tomato sauce and the undies trick. I got you. Here's a couple morphine syringes for you. Get you all right.
Hey, and then she takes the blood from your underwear. I'm gonna put this one right here.
My school nurse got me hooked on heroin.
That's right.
I came back from middle school smoking cigarettes. Man, I ain't been right since then, man. PS 152 got my veins on fire.
Yo, bro,
I'm going to the VA. They like the clinic. No, Virginia. Hang out, man. Go see the ocean.
Oh my God. Yeah, you wild today, man. Hey.
Do they have hall monitors anymore?
No.
Remember hall monitors?
Yeah, they got not. I don't know about hall monitors, but I know Layla does the car rider line.
Okay.
To make sure everybody, going the right don't get hit by a car.
That's a lot of pressure. I saw a van pull up and take him, but I was just worried about this dude idling too long, so I didn't. What do you want me to do? He was kicking and screaming, but
putting all that carbon monoxide in the air.
That's wild.
I had to give him a sad Lorax sticker.
Sad.
I never really had hall monitors. It was something from TV. Like TV had me believing there was going to be a lot of stuff in school they didn't have, like those long lockers. When I was a kid, we had them small lockers. It wasn't the long, but TV had me believing nerds were going to be stuffed in lockers, and that was just going to be the day. And then hall monitors. I would have when I was a little kid, something like a hall monitor sounded cool. I would have been like an undercover hall monitor too. Been like, hey, yo, what's up, man? Just skipping class, going to the bathroom. You want to come with me? They're like, yeah, that's what I thought, sucker. Hall monitor division.
Hey, Miguel, me and you, New York undercover.
Yeah, undercover hall monitor. I know this dude. Hey, I'm like talking to some kid. I'm like, hey man, I'm looking for some underground slap bracelets. And he's like, oh no, man, those are banned. We can't have those. Like, come on, man, you gotta show me where they at. All right, let me take you somebody. I walk in the room and it's Ken. I'm like, God damn, you on this case, Miller? Yeah, man, I've been moving. And then I jacked the kid up who took me to him. Be like, why'd you take me to him? He's like, hold on. Federal hall monitor. God damn, this whole case is junked up. We got the federal hall monitors on it.
Yo,
Y'all gotta tell me when you're working in my precinct.
Now Miguel's just in his what do you call it? Tank top, smoking a cigarette, taking his wire off. All this work.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there, and the principal's like, Miller Cologne, sit your asses down right now.
Hey, James is the angry black captain.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got the mayor all on my case. The council's calling down here.
The superintendent says you two screw up one more time, and I'm gonna have you on the pickup line. Now get together. And then I run across and see that federal hall monitor, and he's going back to Fed school. And I'm like, listen, man. There's no reason we need to have these jurisdiction fights. And he like passes me a card. He's like, hey, man, I'm in the same game as you. I came from PS 122. I'm like, PS 127, man. We're like from the same beat, baby. He's like, hey, man, whatever I could do. I'm like, how'd you get in that Fed program? He's like, well, I was at ROTC, did a couple tours in Nam, came back. You know, by the time you get to freaking 12th grade, you know, maybe I'll put in a word for you.
He said the dude did a tour of Nam.
And then Ken, me and you in our hall monitor office. There's the picture of me and you in ROTC with our jump wings on. That's how Miller and me met, man. We went to ROTC Fort Benning.
Hilarious, man.
I told you when I was in ROTC for I think like a semester, or I don't remember how school was. Bro. Yeah, and I was in 9th grade ROTC, and I remember because I didn't sign up for a gym class. I didn't sign up for any. I was absent the day in junior high. You were supposed to sign up for the classes you would like your 9th grade year, and so they threw me in ROTC, and I was like, I do not want to be in ROTC, guys. I was like, I just squares. And they were like, you have to do it because that's a gym credit. You either do that or gym. And I was like, then throw me in gym. And they're like, there's no gym. You got to do ROTC, you know? And I was like, what? And then every Friday you did the same thing. You ran. In fact, at ROTC, you ran a mile like every day. You did the ropes all the time. I was like, just throw me in a gym class is what I wanted. But I went one time to this ROTC thing, and they had like, it was like BDUs almost, you know, like they had the Charlies and stuff, but then the BDUs. And I went to a pawn shop and I bought jump wings. And I put them on my ROTC uniform.
God dang.
And the dude, First Sergeant Netterville, just came up to me and he was like, where the hell did you get jump wings from? And I go, Benning. And he just looked at me and shook his head. You don't know Fort Benning's where they train the Air Force.
Yeah.
Like you were a kid.
You're just jumping out planes.
I did 4 years, and if you did 4 years, if you went in the military, you went in as an E3.
Yeah, or E3. Yeah.
You got to go in there. You got to go in the higher right. You're still a private, but you're a private first class.
Couple bucks more. Couple bucks more.
Yeah, man. But you also knew everything. You knew how to march people. You knew rank. You knew all that structure. So when I got to basic training, and I marched the platoon to church one Sunday without the drill sergeant.
Oh, that's cool.
No, dog. That dude smoked me to death.
Oh, really? Because
because I left without him.
But I thought they let you go. I thought they let you go.
He was so impressed. I knew how to do it. He said, man, I'm very impressed. Now beat your damn face. 1, 2, 3.
Can't do nothing right. Ken, did you go to regular church service or did you choose a religion that had a longer service? Protestant. Everybody.
Protestant.
James, let me tell you
this.
Wait. We got about 30 seconds left. Don't tell me yet because I want you guys to be able to tell this story in full length, man. Because there's a reason you guys are smiling and you high-fiving electronically because he chose Protestant. And I want to hear this when we get back. And
Miller Cologne, my office now. What's going on in this school? Janitor Bud was in the bathroom alone with a kid. What's going on? Hey, they moved me up to stolen bikes, baby. I don't worry about these kids no more.
We'll be right back right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. That's right. You are still tuned in right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John, joining virtual studio with my man Ken Miller, a.k.a. Birthday Week, and my man Miguel Colon Jr. We're going to remind you guys that if you don't follow us on social media, you need to go ahead and do that right now. Go to Instagram, go to Facebook, follow us at Real Labs. And now you can go to YouTube, that's right, and catch us on there as well. Just look up Real Labs, give me that subscribe, that like, and that comment, and please share all this hilarity so we can keep this comedy the train going. I got to also mention that our official sponsor of the Real Laughs is Kaufman and Lynn Law Practices, and we get to rock out with our man Jeff Kaufman. They have been representing the people of Orlando for over 20 years and winning. So thank you, Kaufman and Lynn. Now, before we went on break, we were talking about the fact that Ken did 4 years of ROTC in high school, so it gave him a higher rank when he actually went to the Army. I didn't know you actually did 4 years, Ken.
Yeah, I did 4 years Army ROTC, and when you do that, you get to go in as an E3, which is a private first class.
What does that mean between a regular private and a first class?
Man, just a private first. You're still a private. You just E3. You're closer to becoming an E4. That's it. Because most people come in as an E1 or E2, which is private. It's private E2.
First class.
It's private E2, private first class, specialist corporal, sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant first class, master sergeant, first sergeant, sergeant major, command sergeant major, and then sergeant major of the Army, which is very rare for somebody to get that high up there.
Gotcha.
Well,
yeah, if you sergeant major of the Army, you that dude.
Really?
Well, we were joking about James is because I've heard this from many people. So on Sundays at boot camp or the basic school or basic training, is your religious day. And that means about an hour or so, Ken, they let you go to like religion. You let you go to church. And so what I was joking with Ken about was everybody I know picks a religion they want to go to based on how chill the service is at that religion. My homeboy was like, he was like, I was Jewish the whole time. He was like, because the rabbi would just give them bagels and orange juice. And then he was like, the rabbi basically told my boy Chris, he's like, I want everybody to pay attention to the first 15 minutes of my sermon. Every sermon he had, the first 15 minutes were about something that he really wanted you to know. He's like, and then after that, you could zone out and do whatever. So my boy Chris was like, I get a 45-minute nap every Sunday at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's why I asked Ken, what religion were you? Because you choose the religion based on how chill the service is.
Now and basic, that you really ain't have no choice unless you were like Catholic or a Muslim. If you were Baptist, Southern Baptist, Christian, you went to Protestant because that was the only thing that we could go to during basic training. Now, once you got your like AIT and then your regular duty station, then you can find churches that fit you. But in basic, it was matter of fact, we all got baptized Protestant just so we could be there on Sunday. Just be on Sunday, bro.
Funny. Now, was the church on base or?
Yeah, everything's on base. A military base is a city, bro.
Yeah,
everything. You got church, you got movie theater, you got a grocery store, you got a PX,
you got a jail.
You got a jail. You got fast food restaurants. Everything is a
police station.
A base is just a city, bro. It's
exactly the pastor. Is he a soldier or he
chaplain?
Yeah, the chaplain.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And here's the thing, too, James. The chaplain has to do services for religions that he ain't even a part of sometimes.
Yeah. What?
Because they've got to offer services for all the service members. So if there's enough, let's say there's enough Muslim people there, and they don't have an imam or somebody to offer them, that chaplain has to learn how to do services for them so that everybody can have their time.
If I can,
you got this old Southern white guy. He's like,
bro,
remember the words of Muhammad. God damn it. This chapter's got Jesus in it. Okay, this is good.
This is a good one right here.
Okay, he's in the book too. Look at that. You wouldn't have known. And James too. There's like, from what I've met in chaplains in my life, and Ken might help you. There's a couple times, but a lot of chaplains were like the dude back in the day in the Army or in the Marine or in the Navy or the Marines. Like you'll run into a lot of chaplains that are like, back in Nam, I was a scout sniper, different time,
I got 75 confirmed kills.
Yeah.
Hey, in my defense, I sent them to Jesus.
Only thing I regret is I didn't have time to pray for him after I blew him away. You want to hear a story about how I blew a dude's nards off? Man. Man. If I could go back to Quezon right now with a Polaroid. Right now.
Polaroid.
Yeah.
It's funny. I thought chaplains were only a military thing. I didn't know
the fire department has them and stuff too.
So the hospital, when I went to see right before God was so Miracle passed away, a chaplain came in to talk to us. And I'm talking to him. I said, what branches you serve in? He was like, nah, I'm the chaplain for the hospital. And I said, dude, didn't know that.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a military thing.
Yeah, I didn't know hospitals had them. I knew like police departments have them. And I've seen the chaplain's fire department car here downtown and stuff. But The chaplains, when you live on a base, the chaplains are a big part of like the welfare and the morale of people and stuff.
They go around and do different things, right?
Yeah. And like I said, every interaction I had with a chaplain. Oh, and chaplains got these dudes with them called the chaplain's assistants.
Chaplain assistants, yo.
Just some weird dude. Some weird dude who you
some like E3 or E4. He's like a lower ranked person. You know what I mean? Like he's nobody that's right. Because I want to say chaplains are officers, right?
They're all officers, yeah.
So he always had like some E3 or E4 with him, some kid that's 19, 20 years old, fresh out of chaplain school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
wait, I got a question. Okay, I didn't know this. Chaplains are officers, and they got an officers club on base. Do the chaplains go to the officer club?
They can, man. The club's the joint, man. I mean,
now this is the thing about the club, James. You don't have to go to the club to party. It's always just a hangout.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go there to, play cards, maybe have a drink during the daytime. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a story. And my dad, I was just hanging out with Pops this weekend. We were actually talking about you, Ken, because goddamn can't spend a minute with him without. I was like, oh, how's Godfather doing? I'm like, I am your son. I am your son. But old man hurt his knee this weekend, so I went by to hang out with him, watch TV. This is me and my dad's time. And my dad will rib me about it. Oh, you're not gonna come over when I don't see my son no more. I don't see my son. I will come over. We will hang out for 2.5 hours watching some movies, and then he's like, all right, I got stuff to do.
That's
it. He just wants me there, and I just want to be there. I'm like hey, me and my father and my sisters, we have a weird relationship with all of our family where we kind of revert to being kids again, where we're like, I'm just gonna watch TV at my dad's house. I'm gonna do my work at my dad's house. He just wants us around. He likes us being around, but you
as
guys
dad,
are kids.
Yeah, I get it.
He don't want to be all in our mix the whole time, but he loves us being like, oh, come over, hang out. Mm-hmm. So he was telling me, Ken, because I was telling about you in the Fort Huachuca NCO club, and I was like, Ken will talk about that like it's the tunnel in New York. Like it really was. It really was. But here's a story for you, James, to understand too. My father was at the NCO club, and a captain came in with like his girlfriend. Now he was telling me there's a thing called Boss's Night. I didn't know about this, where they could bring in with the Marine Corps, where you could bring in your boss, your captain or whatever, on a certain night once a month, and bring them in as a guest. But as a whole, officers aren't supposed to be hanging out at NCO club. They're supposed to go in there. That's for the NCO. That's so the NCOs can get away and talk shop and hang out and be away.
Okay, so that's taboo.
Yeah, and he said that there was a captain came in, was showing his girl around. My dad told the bartender, he was like, hey, let that captain know, and the bartender was weak. He was like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do it. So my dad was like, I had to walk with the captain. I was like, hey, captain, how you doing? He was like, good. He's like, hey, captain, I don't want to bother you, but you can't be here. And the captain was kind of huffy and puffy about it. And my father was like, you've got to go, captain. This is not your club. This is not your club. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing about something like the NCO club. There's a culture to it. Like it belongs to those NCOs. Okay. And like you were just asking too about like, can a chaplain go? Chaplains, the officers have their own club. I don't know anymore. I know they got rid of a lot of clubs. A lot of places got rid of clubs, but
they did.
And then pilots used to have their own club, like pilots, air wingers and stuff. The pilots had their own place too.
Yeah, and when I say NCO club, it's actually enlisted. So anybody that's not an officer can go. So we were privates and specialists going to the non-commissioned officers club. It was just historically called the NCO club. So we historically called it the NCO club, but it's technically the enlisted club. But Friday and Saturday was club night. Like you said, it was the tunnel. Yeah. We partied, bro, like crazy in that thing, man.
Gotcha. And drinks are always cheaper there, right?
Well, this is also the mid-90s. Drinks are cheaper no matter what.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Still
Crown Royal didn't even come in a bag back then. It was just
came in a barrel. They just wheeled it out. There you go.
If I go in a time machine to go to the NCO club, bro, I'll be drunk as hell.
Here's what I like to do, Miguel. Man, here's the thing I love. When I'm with Miguel, I make him tell me stories about the military when we're traveling. I love it. I eat it up. I absolutely love the culture and everything. When is the next time your father's actually going to have another one of the get-togethers that he does?
Marine Corps birthday is always 10 November. So it's always 10 November. I'm going with the old man. I'm going with the old man in September. We're going back to Paris Island. He's rented an Airbnb. He's having us all go back because my old man joined the Marine Corps in September of 1970. Well, my old man enlisted in the Marine Corps in the summer of 1974. He shipped out to Paris Island September 1974. So we're going back. He's having a get together. He's bringing the whole family, and he's going to go back to Paris Island in September of this year. Because what is that? 30, 20, 50 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I was born in 77, so that'd be 50 years.
50 years. 50 years ago, he joined, and he did 26 years. So 50 years ago, he joined the military. And it's funny too, man, because my old man I think he weighed 136 pounds when he got out of Paris Island. He's like a little dude, and he lost so much weight. So when you see those pictures of my dad when he got out of Paris Island, he's so Puerto Rican looking. Because he's some cheeks. He looked like you took my dad out the jungle and were like, "This one's good, get him." You know.
I asked that because I want to know. I know it's a special kind of get together. I want to know if me and Ken could come, man, in November.
I've been to like 2 of them.
Yeah, I ain't been, man. I want. I hear the stories. I want to go.
My army shirt on.
Yeah,
you can't do like that.
They just because at this point in their career, they're just happy to see somebody else who served. Yeah, they're like, oh my god, and the old dudes is all busting chops on the young dudes, and everybody got a story about how it was worse when they were in, and then everybody just like Ken says, when Ken's around other veterans, there's a bond that these guys have together. I've seen. Remember, I don't know if you remember. Do you guys remember when we were over at Corona just a while ago, and that dude heard Ken talking about Fort Huachuca? He was just another dude reading the book, minding his business. He lit up. This dude went from I want to be at a place where I can mind my business and not be around people to hearing Ken talk about Fort Huachuca and everything. He lit up.
Yeah, he did.
And instantly was like, oh, yeah.
Turn around. Hey, man, I heard y'all mention.
It's a brotherhood that I just can't explain to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I tell you, I have 3 brother. I got like my childhood friends. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my military friends. Then I got like my comedy cats. But that military brotherhood,
it's different.
It's just different, bro. I don't know. It's because of how hard it is that what we go through and what we've been through and the experiences, or the people who go to war, you know, and all of that. I don't know, or how we all get effed over by the government when we trying to get like a little bit of money from them. You know, we all going through the same thing. So I don't know what it is about that brotherhood. But when I go to the VA, hey man, how you doing? What's going on? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? We talk a little junk. Hey man, the Navy sucks. Air Force, Air Force. You ain't strong enough to be a Marine. Army the best. Like we, you know, but it's like Miguel said, it's just us. It's just being playful and just how we talk. I don't know. I can't explain it, bro. I can't explain that brotherhood and sisterhood, man. I want to leave my ladies out. I can't explain the brotherhood and sisterhood. I just can't explain it.
Beautiful.
Did he freeze up on us?
I think we did. I thought he was about to say something. It looked like he was about to say, hey, y'all, listen. Nah.
He back. He back. Hey, that sniper took him out.
Dude, that's that Spectrum, man.
Oh, that's funny.
A bird flew by, and it was like, oh.
Hey, don't go anywhere, people. When we get back and we're catching up a little bit about some of the comedy shows we got to do this past week, and especially Mr. Ken, who was at Dr. Phillips, actually performed with Pat McGann. So don't go anywhere, people. We'll be right back right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. You guys for tuning in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James Young, comedian extraordinaire, joined in virtual studio with some other comedians, some of the funniest guys you'll ever meet in the world. We got Ken Miller, aka Birthday Week. That's right, birthday's coming up. And we got Miguel Colon Jr. Now, Ken, before I go on and ask you these questions, man, what you got planned for your birthday, brother?
Not a damn thing.
There you go.
I'm not a birthday guy, bro. I know celebrate you're not. Because my wife really wants to celebrate, but I'm just not a birthday dude, man. I promise her if it ends in a 5 or a 0,
go crazy.
We can celebrate. But 47, bro, I'm good, man. I told her she can take me to Kobe's.
Hey,
I'm good with this.
Hey.
It goes like a heartbeat.
Ken, I went to Kobe's one time on a Wednesday afternoon by myself, and I was like, this is what being a goddamn man's about.
Yo,
I saw Kobe's, and then I had to sit at a table with a bunch of other people, and they were like, you are waiting for? I was like, nobody.
No.
Me.
I just want to eat a volcano onion. And you
know
what?
Hey,
I got money.
Hey, what's so crazy you say that? During my single days, never bothered me to go somewhere by myself.
Yep.
Movies, out to eat. I go clubbing. I met my wife go at a club. I was by myself. She was with 10 friends.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm like, one of them gonna want me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I never minded going to the movies by myself. I didn't need anyone to talk to.
37 kids.
Yes.
You don't mind anything about James. Hey, James got trapped in an elevator by himself one day. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna take a nap."
Man. Dude, like, we got it fixed now, dog.
Nah.
I'm in the middle of 30, man. I'm in the middle of a dream. I was dreaming I died.
It was so awesome.
Good.
That's funny, man. It's true though. But I was going to catch up a little bit. We wanted to actually say congratulations to Ken one more time because he got to work at one of the nicest venues for comedy here in Orlando, man. He was at Dr. Phillips, man. Please tell us how that went, bro.
Dude, I man, first of all, you come in a little back door, you know what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
you get to park in the back.
And they bring you in there, and it was a spread. Food, sandwiches, drinks, no alcoholic drinks, but I got to hook up with somebody who worked there who knew I was there performing.
You gotta bring your own bottle.
Yeah, and if I knew that, I would have. But we had a good close friend work there to hook me up. I'll tell y'all after the show.
Oh, our people.
Yeah, our people.
The one who work everywhere.
Yes, our people.
Okay, all right, man. Yeah.
So we went out there, and it looks like a cruise ship theater.
Yes.
It's only seats like 230. It's
a black box theater in there. That's nice. Yeah,
it's like that. It's kind of like small, but dude, the staff just took care. The staff was just, I'm talking about, so nice. The audience was amazing. Like I do know it's a 2-manner, so I'm doing my normal. Hey guys, keep you talking down and say. I didn't have to say that.
No, not there.
I didn't have to say that. They had so much fun, man, and then he did great. And afterwards, everybody. But this is the thing that always makes me laugh about shows like that, when people who have never seen me before, which always shocks me, because we've only been doing comedy in this city since Miguel's dad joined the Marine Corps. I mean, we've only been doing comedy in this city for 50 years combined.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They were like, "You were great. Oh my God, you were amazing. You, son, one day you're going to be a headliner."
That's hilarious. You like?
I said, I already am,
bro.
Yeah, you just don't know me.
You don't know me.
Yeah, not one person in there had ever seen me before.
That's crazy.
No,
in Orlando.
I'm shocked. They be like, "You live here?" Like, yeah, like 20 years.
Ken, have you ever told somebody when they're like, "Where do you perform?" You're like, "Oh, everywhere," and you're like, "You can catch me at the Improv in a couple weeks." And they're like, "Where's that?" They never heard about it. I mean, now it's a funny bone. Yeah, you tell them it's the funny bone.
They be like, "You can do. Have you ever done Saks?" I'm like, different type of comedy.
Different type of comedy.
I'm actually funny.
Yeah.
I'm not going around being like, "Okay, I'm an Apple salesman. Now give me, where am I at? Oh, in Mozambique."
All right. So you, Miguel, you're going to be the Puerto Rican undercover officer. Ken's going to be black, and you're in a high school.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Y'all was listening to Real Laughs? Y'all stole out.
How dare you claim we stole something? Would you care for an omelet?
They got an omelet station.
Now, real quick, Ken, what that butt do?
Hey.
Oh, it's too funny, man.
It makes you feel good knowing that come Friday you about to be in some bar.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It
like
it's
one of them things where you're like, man, if every comedy was like for him, he's opening for Sebastian and doing, not
theater
arenas.
You
know what I'm saying? But for him to have to do like theater shows, I know it for him because I was pacing nervous.
Really?
I was nervous for him. It was like, yo, I do theaters all the time.
Wow.
I was thinking about my timing and everything, but dude, it was just like an upscale comedy club. It really was an upscale comedy club. Like everything hit. I had one joke that didn't hit, and it didn't hit because Carmen Vallone told me I had to be squeaky clean. So I changed the joke up, and it didn't hit the way it hit. If I would have said penis, it would have killed, and I didn't. The headliner goes up, and SABF.
Yeah, all of them. Hey.
And me so nervous, I didn't even ask him before the show. Hey man, what's the language?
Language restriction. Yeah,
I didn't even ask him, dude.
That's a great lesson for people. If you had a show with a big headliner, ask him.
Yeah, I didn't even ask him, but still, I still give it an A-, man. It was an amazing show.
I'm glad for you, brother. Congratulations again, by the way, man. I'm glad that happened for you.
But
and
I want to show real quick too. Sorry we didn't make it to your show, bro.
No. You fine.
So when the tournament, when your team wins, they don't tell you what time they playing on Saturday until Saturday. So they was like 5:30. And we had been up since 6, because my wife got the real estate thing going. So we had to go set houses all morning.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got home, we took the kids to see Kung Fu Panda 4.
That's my joint.
I came back, put the game on. I was like, let me text my dog.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, I say, to whom it may concern. Carolina playing and I'm drunk.
And bro, completely understood, man.
Ken, you should pretend every time your wife's showing a house, you should stop by and pretend you're the HOA president. She's like, oh, I didn't even know y'all were here. Well, this is the only house that's grandfathered in that you can have your grass however long you want it. Yeah, yeah, see, because technically this ain't in the property. It cuts off.
You can have a cookout out front if you want to. It won't even bother me. Go ahead.
Bro, go ahead, man. You can have all the holes you want here.
20. Yeah, the fence can be 20 feet high. Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
We could go ahead and move that power box from in front of your house so none of the neighborhood kids sit on it. You just give me the word.
No. I have a power box in front of my house.
Yes, you do.
You asking for the neighborhood. I know you told me about them young rappers that came by. You asking for the neighborhood kids to just sit down.
I wish they would, bro. Like, I'm cool. I'm the cool dude. But my wife would be like, why the hell are y'all? Why they? I was like, man, because that's what I used to do.
That's what we used to do in the neighborhood, man.
You get that hum on your giblets. That hum on your giblets when you're sitting on it.
Yeah,
I can't have babies now because of how many I sat on.
Nah, mine had something wrong with it because I had 4 in a row.
It was giving James extra sperm, yo.
Yeah, bro. You looking under the microscope, look at them splitting.
Like Adams.
Yeah. You look at the microscope, you look at my sperm, they just doing backstrokes like I'm chill. I don't even eat eggs.
Hey, Ken, I want to bring something up that you said that happened to Miguel too. People don't like. You should headline. I needed a feature, and Miguel was kind enough to go to this venue with me over the weekend that we love, man. Winter Circle. Now, Winter Circle is known for comedy and wings. And bro, Miguel gets up there and does Miguel. He's destroying the room, Ken, killing. And Bill keeps looking at me like, "Hey, man, this guy's really funny. He should headline." I'm like, bro. Miguel's a headliner. The reason that brother's here is because he wants wings.
Okay? Yeah.
I've never done Winter Circle. Every time I was supposed to do it, something came up, like COVID one time, and then some other stuff, and then Devin, and so I never got to do Winter Circle. So this, years had passed, and I just hadn't done it. So I was like, and I heard nothing about the wings. Everybody about the wings,
bro.
So I was like, man, it's like an hour from where I'm at. I'll do it. Get paid and eat some wings.
Bro, he destroyed. And he's like, I got to have him back as a headliner. I'm like, yeah, because that's what he is, bro. Yeah. But Miguel even said it on stage. Hey, man, listen.
I said, hey, listen, man, I'm just going to let y'all know. I'm way better than what I'm doing right now. I was like, I go, y'all getting a real treat. I needed some wings. I had nothing to do. I was like, so y'all getting spoiled.
Yeah, they did
but
get
at
spoiled.
The same time, though, we don't get to work together.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
So to be real with you, James, if I went book Friday, I was gonna roll with you.
Also, guys, we don't get to feature a lot. To the audience, oh my God, tell me all I got to do is 20 to 30 minutes.
No.
I'm going to murder.
No.
Because the only thing about an hour is, and here's what the audience needs to understand, listeners, it's not that the material we don't have. It's an hour you've got to captivate them. So you got lulls, and there's moments where people, realize, check drop happens in that hour. There's distracting moments. But when you're the feature and you have 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to make that feel like it was a 5 minutes. It's going to go by so fast.
It is.
And the thing about the headline spot is, because so much comedy has happened before you, the headliner, you're subject to what the mood was by the time they get to you.
Yep.
So by the time they get to you, if they're already a little tired, you've got to work them back up.
Yes,
but as the feature, you just walking into cream cheese, baby. It's all smooth, man.
Bro.
It doesn't matter how bad the host was or anything. You're the feature. You're about to knock this out.
And you're a headliner, so you getting 20 minutes, which means you get my greatest hits.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You about to get PYT Thriller,
Yeah.
Dirty
Thriller.
Diana,
Thriller, bad, Billy Jean.
Bad Billy. You're like,
I'm
yo, this
opening
dude
with
dropped-
Thriller and closing with Thriller.
There you go. There you go,
Did he
man.
just do Mariah ones?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's like a concert. I'm gonna do a couple other people's jokes. It's called covers.
There you go. There you go. Oh, something really funny happened to me, man. I've been doing church shows lately. Like I have been.
Ooh, me too.
And I've been wanting
I
to
love 'em.
challenge myself because a lot of people tell a lot of other comics that I'm one of the filthiest comics you'll ever meet. Which I don't
dare
think
that came
from.
Yeah, I don't think that's the truth, but it
At
happens
all.
though. It's cool.
At all.
So I've been doing church shows, and I had this dude walk up to me who was a rapper, a really good rapper, but he was a Christian rapper. He had bars.
Oh,
And he was like,
no,
"No, I swear, Miguel, that boy can spit." So he tells me, "Man, I love you, Christian comics." And I was like, "What you call me? I've never been called that, kid." But now I'm a Christian comic, bro. I'm out here doing the Lord's work, Ken.
Yeah,
with this
till
song.
they come see you at a regular show.
See that butt, dude.
Where all the fat bitches at? What?
What?
What? Yo.
Hey, Ken, I was telling James too on the break when we were talking about it. I said, man, I'm so biased. I could be listening to a rap and it could be flowing, and then the minute I realize it's a Christian rapper, I'm like, oh, I don't garbage. But I told James, if my rapper's religious, he better be a rich white Jew or he better be a Sunni. Other than that, man, hey, you better be like a 5%er or a Jewish kid from Long Island who I'm like, this bro spits.
He understands. Yeah.
Matzo Ball Jones, this bro spits.
Hey, I learned this though, man. Church people don't want church material.
They do not.
They do not.
Do not.
I saw a comedian the other day post something, and it was like church material, and they was laughing, but they wasn't like hollering. When I did my church, and I did the joke about making love to my wife, and she older than me, and I got to keep lemon pepper wings by the bed because her blood sugar dropped. This lady in my church said, "Boy, you stupid." When a black person call you stupid or ignorant,
they know you. Yeah, you stupid.
If you got to say you stupid, she got up and ran around her seat and sat back down. That's a standing ovation in black.
Amen.
Comedy. That's for real.
Amen. You ain't lying. Oh my God, we got about 40 seconds left, man. Where you guys gonna be this weekend for everybody?
Hey, I just got the show. Shout out to Ross Padgett. I will be at the West Side Theater. Theater West in Sanford. This Saturday, March 30th. I just got the gig like yesterday. So it's my birthday weekend. So bring your asses out. Have a drink with me. Bring me a cigar. I might let you touch this boob.
Okay, there you go. What that booty do? All right, Miguel, where you at this weekend, brother?
March 30th. That's what I'm going to do a show. It's 8505 West Earl Bronson Memorial, Kissimmee, Florida. It is at a vacation home community. The show starts at 6 p.m. I think it's only for those people there, but I don't care. If you want to come, crash the gate. Get wild, man. Crash the gate.
There you go, brother. On Saturday, real quick, I'm going to be in the boardroom at Cocoa Beach. You guys want to come check me out? I'm going to be there with Alini Siddiqui.
Bro, we working this weekend.
Yeah, we working, baby. We out here in these streets,
I actually got a show on Thursday somewhere, but I can't find the message. But listen to my next show. You'll hear about it.
That's so funny. I like Alini too, man. She's funny. What I was going to say also, guys.
What that butt do?
Yeah, pretty much. I guess that's it, man. Thank y'all so much for always listening to us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow with an all-new, brand-new show. On behalf of myself, James John, Ken Miller, Miguel Colon Jr., Ken, tell them what they need to do.
Yo, take your ass to bed.
We out.